Well, look, I can understand why she might be upset.
Well, I didn't steal them. You see, I've been paying these castless thugs to venture out into the deep roads for me. The lost tigers. They're full of things that people left behind. Sometimes you can find a treasure. Something worth a little gold.
How would my character respond to this? Isn't that stealing? Well, they've been left behind. Would he be a bit more kind of, I see. Better to do something with them than leave them to rot. He's kind of recovering them to an extent, so I think we'll go with the third one. Better to do something with them, bring them back, than just to leave them to rot out there.
That's exactly how I see it. The noblewoman, she wasn't too happy with the theft of her brother's braces. I don't know what they planned for me, and I didn't want to find out. Bribed the guard that was watching me and took off for the surface first opportunity I got. Never looked back.
And now here you are.
Yes, here I am. Now, is there anything the boy or I can get you?
Where do these goods come from? Not the deep roads, I hope.
Look, we don't rob people, all right? We don't take things from people that need them. The things in the lost tigers, what good did they do lying there?
Ooh.
I brought them back to Orzammar, where people could look at them and remember. It's not all that different up here. There are places long abandoned by the humans everywhere. Even more now with the Darkspawn coming.
So I think this is one of those things where my character was slightly more joking, and I think maybe I've just touched a nerve or something. Oh, what do you mean?
People flee from the Blight with good reason, but they forget things. Things with value and meaning. They leave them behind because they're frightened and desperate. And sometimes, my boy and I, we find our way to these places before the Horde descends, and we save these things. I take them away so the Darkspawn don't get them. Is that so bad? They destroy everything they touch.
I suppose it's better than having the Darkspawn take everything.
That's what I tell myself, too. Ah, these are dark times indeed. Dark times, my friend.
Let me see your wares.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Ooh, discount. Discount sounds good. Right. Blood Dragon plate stuff. Because we've got the armor, but we can't actually use it, so there's no point in buying it. Golden rope necklace. Oh, we can buy it again. King Merit shield. Oh, these are the... No, bad. Shouldn't buy. Shouldn't buy the zeros. We can buy another backpack for 750, which means I think we can hold another 10. That would be good, I think. Yeah, we'll buy that. Now, we could buy these gifts. Now, the thing is, because they cost 0, I'm not a fan of... I'm kind of... The role-playing me is just like, okay, so I'm just getting these things for free. And then they're very, very powerful gifts if you give them to the right people. So I'm kind of wary of doing so. And I think that's all I'm actually going to buy now. Because that's actually quite expensive. Persuasive! Probably have done so many persuade options that I've gained a bonus. Morrigan, why aren't you with the rest of us?
What do you wish of me?
Oh, I'd like to ask you something.
If you must.
Is Flemeth really what she seems to be?
Well, that depends, does it not? What does she seem to be?
A powerful Maleficar. I think it's probably the sensible option there.
You mean, is she truly the Flemeth of legend and story? Tell me, how much do you know of the tale? The one that the chastened still tell of my mother, to frighten them into obedience.
I've heard a little of it.
No doubt such a tale has mutated much over time and telling. I can relay what Flemeth once told me herself, and you can decide whether or not 'tis the truth, if you desire.
That sounds interesting.
As the tale is sung by the bards, there was a time when Flemeth was young and beautiful, a fair lass in a land of barbarian men, the desire of any who saw her.
How long ago is this?
Many centuries, before this land was even named Ferelden. The tales say that Flemeth fell in love with Osen the bard, and fled the castle of her husband, the dread Lord Conabar, and that he swore vengeance for her infidelity. In truth, my mother claims that 'twas Osen who was her husband, and Conabar the jealous lord who looked on from afar. Lord Conabar approached young Osen and offered him wealth and power in exchange for his lovely wife, and Osen agreed.
He sold his wife to another man?
The life of a bard is a poor one, and love fades in the wake of hunger. 'Twas Flemeth who suggested the arrangement. All would have been well had Lord Conabar kept his end of the bargain. But he was a foul man who bargained with coin he did not possess. Osen was led off to a field and slain, left for dead. Flemeth spoke to the spirits and learned of the deed, and swore revenge.
So she truly loved Osen then?
That was not the point. Conabar had no honor, so she would not have him. Flemeth begged the spirits to aid her, and 'twas they who slew Conabar. The demon the legend tells of came later. Lord Conabar's allies chased Flemeth, you see, chased her to the wilds, and there she hid. There she found the demon, and he made her strong. The legends all speak of the great hero Cormac, he who defeated Flemeth and her great army when she invaded the lowlands centuries later. All lies.
Which she never invaded or he never defeated her. You're picking up things, some of the characters. Which she never invaded or he never defeated her.
The truth of the matter is that there was never an invasion. As Flemeth tells it, the Chastened never raised an army under her banner, and she never fought with any warrior named Cormac. Cormac led a brutal civil war against his own people, and later claimed it was to vanquish evil that had taken root amongst the lords. Thus, he was hailed a hero.
That old chestnut.
Flemeth was only attached to the legend much later. Perhaps 'twas due to the great war with the Chastened that eventually came, but Mother claims not to know how it began.
Do you believe her version?
I do not believe everything that Flemeth claims. Oft it seems her bitterness has coloured her memories. But on the whole, yes, I believe this tale, if not all.
So how is it that she survived so long?
The demon within her has transformed her into something else. An abomination, perhaps some would say. I know not. I only know my mother is clever, and she is part of the wilds as it is part of her. But she is no immortal. She bleeds. A blade in her heart would kill her like any other, were it lucky enough to find her.
An interesting story. Oh, no, let's ask about the many daughters. The legend tells of Flemeth having many daughters, though.
You ask if I have sisters. I have asked of this myself. The stories tell of many witches of the wilds, after all, not just the one. And these tales existed long before I did. Flemeth refuses to speak of other daughters, if they existed. So, should I believe I am her first? I doubt that too.
Why would she refuse to speak of them, though?
The Chastened tell of a falling out between Flemeth and her daughters. They say that one day she hunted them all through the wilds and ate their hearts. It may be true. I have never seen another witch or heard of one. Perhaps one day Flemeth will eat my heart as well.
An interesting story. Thank you.
Flemeth tells it with far more embellishment than I, but You are welcome. Dare I ask of your own mother? Few are abominations of legend, 'tis true, but I find myself curious nevertheless.
I think I'd just come out with it. My mother died. Recently, in fact.
Ah, then you have my sympathies for what it is worth. Which is very little, I am certain. It matters not. Let us move on.
What are we going to prove? +5. I always think of Morrigan as being not evil, but not your kind of standard heroine, admittedly. But, well, no, kind of cruel. But I think that's an oversimplification of some of her characteristics. So, like she said, it would be that we should be merciful to Sten. She just said that I have her sympathies. So it's very interesting. Sten.
Why are we stopping?
I think we should talk for a moment.
There are darkspawn to be fought. Is this delay needful?
I want to know if you're alright. You were in that cage for ages.
You are concerned. No need. I am fit enough to fight.
Okay. You said you were in an army.
I am.
Have you ever fought in a war like this?
I have always fought in war, human.
What do you mean by that?
My people have been at war since the moment we set foot in the Northern Islands.
So the Qunari didn't come from the islands?
We do now.
Where did you come from before?
Somewhere else.
Can you be more specific?
No.
Okay.
I was born in Seheron. Of the land we came from, I know nothing, not even its name. I do not see how this matters. Seheron and Parvolan are distant. Ferelden and the Darkspawn are immediate.
True. Let us go.
As you wish.
Oh, he approves. He approves because I'm interested in things. Alistair,
What do you need?
do you want to talk about Duncan?
You don't have to do that. I know you didn't know him as long as I did.
He was like a father to you. I understand what it feels like.
I should have handled it better. Duncan warned me right from the beginning that this could happen. Any of us could die in battle. I shouldn't have lost it, not with so much as riding on us, not with the blight and everything. I'm sorry.
I think I understand that to Alistair, Duncan's kind of like a father figure. And to Gaheris, well, it's also kind of true, less so, but I've also lost a father recently, so there's no need to apologise.
I'd like to have a proper funeral for him. Maybe once this is all done, if we're still alive. I don't think he had any family to speak of.
He had you.
I suppose he did. It probably sounds stupid, but part of me wishes I was with him, in the battle. I feel like I abandoned him.
No, I understand completely. Because he's going to be feeling the same thing about leaving his family to die, to how. So, I understand completely.
Of course. I'd be dead then, wouldn't I? It's not like that would make him happier. I think he came from Hyeva, or so he said. Maybe I'll go up there sometime. See about putting up something in his honor. I don't know. Have you had someone close to you die? Not that I mean to pry, I'm just...
I think that'd be a nice remark. He's like, oh, I'd like to put something up in Hyeva. Oh, I know some of the noble family there. So, yeah, my entire family was murdered just recently.
Oh, of course. How stupid of me to forget. Here I am going on and on about Duncan, and you... I am so sorry. Thank you. Really, I mean it. It was good to talk about it, at least a little.
Yeah, maybe I'll go to Hyeva with you when you go. You know, just I'll be living around there anyway, so...
I'd like that. So would he, I think.
Alistair approves, +6. Very interesting conversation. Liliana.
Yes?
I'd like to talk.
Well, here I am.
What would someone like you be doing in the Loatherings Chantry? This vision of yours.
I knew this would come up sooner or later. I don't know how to explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell, and the darkness drew me in.
What happened then?
When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rose bush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was, a single beautiful rose. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith.
Did you hear voices? And this made you want to help me?
In my dream, I fell. Or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the Blight. I know that we can do it. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the Blight devours everything?
I suppose I couldn't sit by either.
That is why you're a Grey Warden. Come, there's a Blight to stop.
Indeed. The honour approves, +2. Yay. So we've gone round, we've spoken to everyone. This bloke has now gone off, heading up to Soldier's Peak. I'm not sure where we're going to go next. Something to think about, I suppose. Redcliffe, we do have a few things to do there. Soldier's Peak, maybe some of these premium content-y things. I'm not going to do that, I don't think. And then we've got these options. We have quests in Redcliffe. That might be where we're going. Unless I do DLC. But I'm not sure yet. We'll find out next time. Thanks for watching.